大家好，今天是2023年5月21日。大家在这个频道的话，我每次会找一篇英文的文章，或是新闻，甚至是问答网站上面的问答。那我会先跟大家先过一下里面的内容，稍微讲一下他在做什么。接着第二阶段的话，我就会自己把它给朗读出来，作为我英语练习的一部分。好，那今天这篇文章是Andres Wagner 在5月10号贴了一篇他自己的文章，Writing summaries is more important than reading more books。就是与其一直看书，那你应该要做的，其实应该是要在看完一本书之后，然后写出它的概要，就是做一个对自己用自己的语言去对它做一篇总结。这样子的话，吸收效果会比直接看过还要更好。那他这边有提供一些方法，就是要怎么样，就是不随便看书看完就是不随便看完然后就没了。他想了一些方法，让我们在阅读这件事情上更有效率。我们不用读一堆书，我们要的是可以读有用，对我们有用有帮助的书。那他前面的话提到两个选题的方式哈，那这边就是先做 topical reading，然后再做 inspectional reading。topical reading 的话就是先找，他会每一季先找4到5个主题，然后去找一些跟这些主题相关的书，建立一个书单。他建立书单之后呢，再做一个 inspectional reading，一个叫什么比较深度，就是在检查这本书是否跟你的主题是相关的一个阅读。他就是会大概先看一下书的头尾，头尾的话就是它的一些preface 是什么？就是序章嘛，然后跟那个中章，然后还有一些那个 table of contents 这些，就是可能可以大概先了解说这本书想要讲的东西是否跟你的选题或者是你目前的知识量是否有相关，或者是说你没有的知识这样子。那根据你的状况呢，去选择说这些主题，这本书想要讲的内容是不是值得你再花多一点时间去阅读的。好，那再来就是阅读完之后呢，我们应该要写一个概要，就是用回答再去回答上面去哈。他就要在看完这些书之后呢，然后用1到2句，然后选说讲说这个书在做什么，然后还有一个他想要这本书想要回答的东西是什么。再来就是他的这些问题的答案，你也把它写出来，然后还有一个 take away， 就是你觉得这本书最重要的东西是什么。那这样子的阅读方法，他觉得更有效率。不过我觉得这篇文章还缺一个东西，我可能之后再去找一篇文章，看有没有办法去回答我现在的这个问题。他没有详细的讲说要怎么去找主题。我比较好奇的是，你要怎么去找主题呢？我要怎么知道说我选择的主题真的可以帮助到你？那这篇文章我看了一下是没有特别的去讲。不过我对这个其实还蛮有兴趣的，因为我很想要学东西，但是我却不知道学什么，我就会随便找一些东西，但是看了2下之后我就不想看了，所以我到底要怎么样才能找到一个真的至少在这一季可以支撑我的一个主题呢？它可以支撑我走完这一季，让我这一季活得稍微有意义一点。那这些主题的话，我目前不知道怎么去找。好，那这个就是第一部分了，稍微带大家过一下这里面的内容。第二部分的话就是我自己阅读的时间了。Okay, so this is a blog post from Andres Wagner on May 20th. Title is Writing Summaries is More Important Than Reading More Books. One thing I've learned over time is to read fewer books but to take the time to write summaries for good ones. The ROI of spending 2 hours writing a synopsis is more higher than spending those 2 hours powering through the next book on your list. Reading is not about page count or speed. What matters is how to change your thinking and what you take away from it. Optimize for comprehension, not volume. If your goal is to maximize comprehension, you need to ask questions while you read. Questions that you yourself must try to answer in the course of reading. This is something I believe curious people do naturally. Forcing yourself to ask questions and to answer them also makes it easy to write a synopsis. When you're done, simply write down the most important questions you've encountered and how the book has answered them. This is the template I use. In 1 to 2 sentences. What is the book about as a whole? 2. What are the 3 to 4 central questions it tries to answer? 3. Summarize the answers in 1 paragraph each. 4. What are the most important things you have learned personally? While the end product is short and concise, it takes more time and focus to write it, which is of course why it is effective. It forces you to extract and reformulate the book's insights in your own words. Not coincidentally, I use a similar framework for writing essays. I structure them around questions I'm trying to answer, typically no more than 3 to 4. If I can formulate those concisely, or if there are more than 3 to 4, it's usually not worth posting the piece. Without that clarity, it ends up either rambling or shallow and not offering any coherent insights. Since summarizing leaves you with less time to read, you have to get better at selecting books. I use a combination of 2 simple techniques for this: topical reading and expressional reading. For topical reading, each quarter I select 4 to 5 topics I care about and want to gain a deeper understanding of. Start wide and get a sense of what the important works are for each topic. Collect a broad list of books. Inspectional reading is to use inspectional reading to prune the list for each topic down to max 2 books. Inspectional reading is simply systematic skimming or pre-reading. Read through the summary on the back of the book and the preface or introduction. Study the table of contents to get a general sense of the book's structure. Read the summary statements at the beginning or end of each chapter. This typically takes no more than an hour and can be extremely effective at filtering out works that are not useful or irrelevant to you. It's surprising how even many of the most prolific readers I know are aware of the value of inspectional reading. Most readers start on page 1 of a book and plow through until they're done, or decide to cut their losses without ever reading the table of contents or the preface. One great alternative to writing summaries is to talk about the books you're reading. Explaining the ideas you're reading about to someone else is one of the best ways to engage with the material, since A, it forces you to formulate it in your own words, and B, they might challenge the ideas and get you to examining them more critically. 好，今天的这篇文章就到这边了，那我们下次再见喽。